figure out who he was.
How about a sneeze?
I like that.
Ready?
Sleepy.
Gesundheit.
I don't think I slept much, in 6 months, just building him and then going to set.
Ready? And action.
Alex Vincent was very mature for his age. David Kirshner was concerned that we'd get Chucky on the set and how Alex would react to it.
They took me into this room. They showed me that I met the 9 puppeteers, or 7 or 9 puppeteers that operated him, and I thought it was the coolest thing.
We were able to, show him how Chucky worked, behind the scenes. We pulled up his shirt and we showed him, the mechanisms, and we showed the puppeteer working. And he was great from the, he never looked at it and was frightened of it. He was a great kid to work with, and he had no problems.
I think the most popular question that I've been asked my whole life is if I was afraid making the movie. And I always say, when they said cut, he stopped trying to kill me. So I had nothing to be afraid of.
I am amazed in looking at it, what we were able to accomplish with very simple, rudimentary filmmaking techniques. There's a scene where Chucky's walking down a hall, and what you don't see is that there's a dolly that's being pushed as the camera's on him as he's looking back and forth across this hall, and it worked incredibly well. Sometimes we would use a version of the house that was 30% larger. So when we put a little person in a costume, that little person looked like he was much smaller.
Several times we used Ed Gale. He's about 10 inches taller than Chucky. We would come to the shop and he would study the doll because we decided if he just moved fluently, we could not mimic that.
The wonderful actor that played Chucky as a little person studied what Kevin was doing with the movements of the doll and tried to capture that movement in his movements.
We used him in scenes like when Chucky gets caught on fire, he runs around. It's a 30% bigger stage, so Ed was about 30% bigger than Chucky, so they literally built an entire living room stage 30% larger.
Okay. All right, you're out.